You will never want to sleep with a stranger after hearing my story, because what happened to me scarred me for my entire life. It all started on a hot summer day when I was on vacation. I was sitting on the beach in the hot sand with one of my friends until I felt my phone buzzing in my pocket. As soon as my phone started buzzing, I was ready to kind of ignore it, but I decided I would answer it anyway. So I pick it up, look at it, and it's some random guy that I had talked to before. He was some social media manager. So I decided I was going to just talk to him and see what he had to say. He was setting up an influencer trip with me and a bunch of other influencers. So I thought to myself, oh, that would be amazing. Going straight from vacation to this would be like a dream life. So I might as well do it, right? But he said if I wanted to go on the trip, I would have to go to the airport the same day. After about 30 minutes of convincing me, I decided I might as well do it. I don't even care. So with my beach clothes on, I look at my phone, I run back to the beach house that we were staying at, I pack all my clothes together, and I book a flight to the place that we were going to stay. Now, something I was wondering that he mentioned that I guess I didn't even think of until after I booked my airplane and everything like that is that he said we're staying in some random cabin in the woods in the middle of nowhere, which I thought was pretty weird, especially considering the fact that I'm going to be with a bunch of influencers, because usually we would go to a place like LA or maybe Miami or something like that, but for some reason now we're in the middle of the woods. After quickly packing up all my stuff and just stuffing everything into a backpack in a suitcase, my Uber ride was just about to get to my house. So I was in a rush and I was really scared of leaving things, so I didn't even think about it. I decided, whatever, I've already committed to this trip, I already got the plane, we might as well do it, right? So after packing all of my bags and everything that I had, I get in the Uber and I'm on the way to the plane. Now, one of the biggest issues that I came across is at this time I had no charge on my phone. I was sitting there on the ride to the Uber with 10% left, no charger, because I must have left it at the beach house I was staying at or something like that. So I put my phone on airplane mode to try to save as much battery as possible and kind of just sat there in the Uber on the way to the airport. But I tried to give myself positive thoughts. I thought once I got there, this would be one of the best trips of my life, or at least that's what I thought, until everything went wrong. So I got to the airport, I barely made it on time, and I was in a rush with my backpack and my suitcase just to get on the plane, not really thinking about anything else. So I ran, got on the plane, my phone's pretty much dead at this point, and I'm just sitting there thinking. There's nothing else to do. I couldn't go on my phone because it was almost dead, and I was just sitting there waiting to get to my destination. I tried falling asleep on the plane. Because I was in one of the middle rows, I could not fall asleep no matter what, and the people next to me were taking up both of the armrests, so it was really uncomfortable. As I sit there and close my eyes, I didn't even get an ounce of sleep. I was trying, but it wouldn't work no matter what, and I think it was because I was simply just too nervous, and I think that was my brain kind of warning me for what was about to happen. The plane finally lands at the airport, and as soon as I get out, with the little amount of charge I had on my phone, it was like 5